I think we'll get started. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to number 3 Oak Court here in this popular suburb of Mitcham. I'm on behalf of the selling agents Shin Fu and Wang, proudly representing the team from Harcourts here locally in Mitcham. Thank you so much for your attendance, and we are looking forward to receiving your bids for what is a very neat package. As you can all appreciate, finding properties like this in the ever popular suburb of Mitcham in this price range are always a hard search, but hopefully that search for you, the new owner here this afternoon, has come to its end. We do have a very keen reserve price from our seller. The property itself only 14 years young, with the same owner in that entire time since. Being sold to you with vacant possession here this afternoon, you'll certainly feel justly proud once you are the new owner of this property. We are selling it under Victorian auction conditions, which simply do state that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids, and the words that I will use during the call of the auction to indicate that I am making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Inside the property on the kitchen bench has been on display the contract of sale and vendor statement, section 32. That's been on display here this afternoon at least 30 minutes prior to, and of course throughout the entire auction program. It's a really easy document to read through and understand, and that is the contract that once you have purchased this property, that you will then be hanging around immediately after the auction and signing off, autographing, executing as the purchaser. Being that it is an auction, it is being sold to you unconditionally here this afternoon. That does remove clauses such as subject to finance. It is a 10% deposit, and the settlement date is very, very flexible, anywhere from 30 up to 60. You can even stretch that out up to 90 days. So anywhere from 30 to 90 days to sell this property from today's execution date is more than fine. It is being sold to you on an as-is, where-is basis. It is being sold with vacant possession. The section 32, which is with that contract of sale, does outline to you all of the services which are connected to this property and all of the outgoings applicable. So that is the contract for you, neatly summarised, and as I did mention, that is the contract that once you have bought, that you'll then be signing off as the purchaser. And why would you not want to buy this property? When you have a look at real estate like this, of course it really is underpinned, underwritten by such a sensational location, and that phrase can often be overused in real estate talk. However, it really does ring true with this true middle ring suburb of Mitcham. Mitcham itself has really undergone quite an upward surge of capital growth over the last several years, and when you have a look at all of the locational attributes that Mitcham has to offer, of course it is so close, literally just a K down the road to the train system. We are in a school catchment in this area. All interlinking traffic routes, major freeways, a myriad of shops and amenities are all very, very close by. And you know what, as Melbourne continues to grow in its population, and it will over the coming years and decades, areas like Mitcham, no matter how good, bad or indifferent the market is, no matter how low, high or in between interest rates are, Mitcham will always be characterised by high demand. A lot of buyers actually wanting to get into this area. The home itself, as I described to you right at the outset, it really is a neat package with all of the living upstairs, 3 genuine sized bedrooms with that added bonus of the study, all of the living downstairs there with that beautiful interface between the indoor and the outdoor, a true three-bedroom townhouse plus study in a desirable pocket of Mitcham. But the main thing that I do really want to emphasise to you here today is that the reserve price is very, very keen. As I said, only 14 years young. If you were to compare this property to many of the other townhouses that have sold in and around this location, the price via its reserve price really does compare very, very favourably here today. You as a buyer, the sorts of properties that you want to buy are the ones like these that are always in strong demand in a very reachable price point. So it's on that note, let's get to work. Bidders, buyers, what's it worth for an opening bidder? An offer to start me away. Does the opening bidder get the wine, Frank?
Yeah.
There we go. Opening bidder gets the wine, but the last bidder gets the house. Who wants to get the wine first? Bidders, buyers, and opening bidder and offer, start me away. For number 3, Oak Court in Mitcham. You've seen it, you've loved it. Who'd like to own it? Opening bidder does get that bottle of wine, just as an added bonus here today. Somewhere reasonable to start. Not unreasonable, but somewhere reasonable. We've seen the range for the property, the 10% range. Let's see how we go here this afternoon. An opening bidder and offer to start me away. Let's get to work. The old saying in property, to buy, just need to put in a bid. I'll leave it to yourselves. Where's fair and reasonable? Always the most awkward bit of the auction. No one likes to be the opening bidder. It's not that hard. All you need to do is just call it out. And I'll take the bid and let's get it away from there. Maybe put some strategy into the bin. You've seen the range. 720, and there we go. Welcome into the bidding, sir and madam. It's at 720,000, and you've got the wine. Why not? Bids now, and it's at $720,000. Sir and madam, you're holding the bid, and let's raise it up on a neat 20 or even a $10,000 bid from there. Bids at $720,000. A little bit slow to get started, but that's okay. All the very best to you. It's at $720,000 a neat 10 or a 20 on the rise to call it back into your favour at 730 or indeed 740 if you like. 720 is the bid. It's into your favour, sir and madam, in the box seat at this point in time. 720 is the bid at 720,000. Is there any further rise and advance above that opening bid and offer here this afternoon on an unconditional basis? 720 holds the bid. I'll call it down. Give it 3 chances. First time a call, it's into your favour, sir and madam. It's at $720,000. Solid brick construction, genuine 3-bedroom townhouse, 196 square metre land area. All of the living upstairs, all of the bedrooms upstairs, all of the living downstairs. Good location, close to interlinking traffic routes. A K to the train station on the 700 and 730, and away we go. 730 is the bid. Thank you for calling that out. 730,000 into your favour now. It's in on the second bid, against yours on the first. 10 seems logical at 740, or maybe even stretch it out to 750. 740's there now. It's at 740,000. Bids now. 730, I should say. At 730,000, I should say. At 730 is the bid there. It's in on the second, against yours on the first. 730 is the bid. At 730,000, in on the second, against yours on the first. It's bid there. 730 is the bid. At 730,000, is there any further rise and advance above your opening? Oh, sorry, your second bid there. In on the second, against the first. 730's ahead. 750 on a $20,000 increase. 20 if you like at 770, or even 10 like you did before. 750 is the bid. 760. I'd go another 20 again, possibly at 780. It's a good strategy, don't be deterred. 760 is the bid. In advance of your last bid of 750, maybe try it again on a $20,000 increase. Up to 780, 760's there. 2 bidders with me thus far. 760 is the bid. Into your favour, sir and madam, in on the second, against the first. 760, bid there now. We could. 780, strong. 800,000 perhaps. Bids at 780. 780,000 in on the first, against the second. 780's the call. Up to yourselves. At 790. 810 perhaps. $790,000 is the bid there now. Bids at 790,000 in on the second, against the first. 790. 2 bidders with me thus far. It's at 790 the call. So 810, sir and madam. 20 is a good strategy to implement. Up to yourself. 790's there. In on the second, against yours. 2 bidders vying for the ownership thus far. 800. Welcome into the bidding. 8's the bid. Third bidder in. Against and against. 800,000. In on the third. Against and against. 800,000. Standing right in front. It's at $800,000. Right there now and in front. Just against and against. Third in bid. You're out. Bids there, right in front. It's at 800,000, madam. Could we say 810 or 820? 800,000 is the bid, directly there in front at $800,000. 10 if you like, at 810, or to yourselves there on the second bid. It's at $800,000, directly there and in front. Just need a bid to call you back into your favour. Could we say 810? 800,000 is right there and in front. 800,000 is the call. How are we going over there? Want to come back into the bidding? Say 810. 800,000 is right there in front. It's at $800,000. It's up to yourselves. I'll call it down and give it 3 chances. Bids now directly in front to you, madam. It's at 800, 810. 820, could we say? 810. Good buying this in Mitcham. Bids now at 810. 820. Up to yourselves. 810's the bid. Sure, done. 8.15. 8.15 it is. Into your favour, 8.15. Same courtesy to yourselves if you like at 8.20, or maybe even stretch it up to 8.25. Took a $5,000 increase just there. It's at 815,000. Madam, wishing you all the very best. Madam, you're welcome to come back into the bidding at any time if you like, or to yourself. Sarah and Madam, bids at 8.15. 8.20 it is. Welcome back to the lead. 8.25 or 8.30 could we say? 8.20's there in front. 8.20's against. Raised it up on a 5, they've done the same. Bids at 8.20. Sir, Madam, want to come back into the bidding? It's at $820,000. In on the second against the third and the first. 3 bidders with me thus far. 8.20's right there now. Could we say 8.25 or 8.30? Bids at 8.20. 8.25. Thank you, Frank. 8.25. 8.30 could we say? It sounds logical. 8.30. 8.25 is over there. Into your favour. In on the first against the third, second. 8.30 I should say. Is the 8.25 is the bid, seeking 8.30 or 8.35. 8.25 it is now. Thank you, Hillary. 8.30. What's it be, ladies? Well, apparently you're the boss. According to the friend standing next to you. 8.30's the bid. Bids over there. Welcome into the bidding, I should say. Bids at 830,000. Puts you in the lead. Against and against. It's at $830,000. Bids right there. Against and against. Into your favour. It's at 830,000. Once again, let's call it 5 or 10. Pardon? 5? 835. Yep. Thank you. 840. 840. Back in front. 840. 8.40's the bid. You sure? You want to come back in at 8.45? Think of it this way: if they bid again, you've lost nothing. Maybe you never know when a bidder's had their last. Sir, Madam, bids at 840,000. How about a smaller increment to tempt you back in? Maybe 8.42. You sure? All right. So bids now. It's at $840,000 right there, standing next to you, Hillary. It's at 840,000. Let's call it 3 chances. Against. Bids at 840,000. You're welcome to come back into the bidding. Love to see another 5, but let's stretch you back in and another 2 if it makes it that little bit easier. It's at 840,000. Calling it first time. 840's the bid. On the market and selling. There we go. If there's no bid higher, you're the new owners. It's at $840,000. Selling it here this afternoon. You sure? All right. 845. 850. On the market and selling. Bids at 850,000. Instructions are met. We do sell. $850,000 is the bid, sir. It's into your favour. 850's the call, sir. Want to come back in to yourselves as well, or ladies, or to you, sir and madam. Bids at $850,000. We sell here this afternoon. 5 bidders, and that's a great barometer of the desire and appeal of this property. It's at $850,000. As I said, the last bidder, they get the house, the townhouse. Bids at $850. Let's call it now. On the market, selling, sir. It's into your favour. $850 now. First time of call. Bids at $850. Selling it. Second time of call. Are we sure? Want to come back in? 1 or 2? To yourselves. How about yourselves? We are selling it here this afternoon. It's at $850,000. Are we sure we're done? Do I have your best? All right. Shake of the head. $855 it is. Just on the death knot. $860. It was a short-lived lead, sir. Want to have another try? 860's the bid, just there, in advance of your bid of 855. Maybe 862. Try it up on a $2,000 increase. Wishing you all the very best, sir. But let's see how we go with the other gentleman and madam. Bids at 860. 865. We're back to you, sir, it would appear. You sure? 2, 1, 866, 867. 865 is in advance of your last bid of 860. Selling it as you well and truly know. Never know when a bidder's had their last, sir. Only whenever you can own it. Bids at 865. Into your favour, sir and madam, standing at the back. Principally against. Looks like the other bidders have gone quiet. They've got no further interest at this level. Sir, we look to you. It's at $865,000. We sell here this afternoon. Sir, I'll give you ample chance to have a good think about it and change your mind if you want to come back into the bidding. Sir, it looks like you may own the property very, very soon. First time a call. It's at $865,000. We sell. Second time of call. What's it to be, sir? Just need to know. It's on the market, as you know. Bids at $865,000 in their favour. Against, sir, do I have your best? Of course we can. 866. Yeah, 866. Thank you. 867. Spent two of his, sir. 868. With respect, of course, sir. 868. $868,000 is the bid. It's in your favour, sir. Just over there, against. 868 is there. Selling it, first time. Maybe stretch it up to 870, sir. Maybe try and put it beyond doubt. Wishing you all the best, though, but let's see. How we go. 868 is the bid. There, against. Two bidders at the end. Second time a call. Bids at 868, sir. Just need to know. What would you like to do? Give you the same opportunity in time, sir. 870. 870 it is. You almost had it, sir. That bit of time it took may have been their last. You want to go 871? It's up to you. 870 is there. Against. Selling it here this afternoon. We all know that. Bids at 870. It's into your favour, sir. Just standing at the back. Against there. 871 or 872, could we say? Maybe stretch it out to 875. 870's there. As I said, sir, I'll give you the same time. Standing next to you, Shin. There's the bid at 870. First time of call, bids at 870. Selling, sir. Waited right until that third and final call last time. Do you want to do the same this time, or maybe come in that a little bit earlier? 870, it's on the second time of call, sir, and it's into your favour. Just standing across.
Just a second.
Sure. 72, I heard that. Thank you. 872. $872, sir. This is still really good buying. It's in a good location. It's solid brick. 873. Thank you, sir. 875 it is. Short-lived lead, that one, sir. Maybe try 877, 878, 876 if you like. 875 is there. April, how are you going there with the numbers? All good?
Good.
Excellent. 875, sir. What would you like to do? In front, 875. It's in your favour, sir. Let's call it. First time, 875, selling. $875,000, sir and madam. Just need to know. Second time a call, in your favour. 877. Thank you. 877. Into your favour now. 877. Shin. Underbidder is standing next to you. 877. Holds the bid, holds the lead. Could be the sale price very soon, unless you want to put in another bid, sir. Here we go. Let's call it, Shin. 877 now. Of course, of course. First time though, at 877. So maybe stretch it out to 880. 877 holds the bid now. Second time a call. Sir, and it's standing in your favour. I look to you, sir. Want to come back into the bidding? Another $1,000 increase perhaps at 878. You sure? Do I have your best? All right, so bids now. It's at $877,000. Sir, standing into your favour. Third and final. I'll ask one last time. Are we absolutely certain? At $877, we sell it. It's on the third. And we're sold. Congratulations, sir, at $877,000. Thank you all to our interested parties here this afternoon. Only one buyer and these bought it for $8.77. If you'd like to see that same result for your property, the team at Harcourts Mitcham would love so much to hear from you. Happy house hunting. Enjoy the rest of this great weekend. Thanks everyone.